Hey, everybody, we's back.
Hello.
We have made it to 15 out of 31 days of ghost stories. And I'm just like shocked that we've even made it this far because this has been a challenge. Let me tell you, this schedule keeps changing on the daily. I had somebody cancel on me today, and I'm like, no problem. Then I had one person say, hey, guess what? I want to be on it. I'm like, all right, whatever. Universe is taking over. I
Go
am
for it.
like, this Virgo is rolling through it in retrograde. And what did you say? We've got 3 more days? Three more
Two or
days?
three more days,
I
yeah.
was like, my God, I can't anymore. I just can't. But today, for the very first time on Ravenflower Channel, I am. How
Hi,
are you?
everybody.
I'm so excited to have you, and you have a ghost story for me
I
today.
do. I'm excited to be here.
I let you go. Come
Okay.
do your things. I may put you on mute because there's all these people eating dinner, and I don't want any background noise. So if you need me, I'll be right here.
Okay.
So,
Are we good? Can I go ahead and get started? Okay. So this is a story about my very, I want to say my very first actual like ghost. Can't even think of the word ghost encounter, if that's if that's correct. It was, I want to say it was in October, I think it was way long ago. It was me, my friend Nathan. He has a YouTube channel on here too. He has his own shop, Cutting Out Creations. Anyways, um, his sister Autumn, and my then boyfriend Ricky. I went and picked everybody up because they lived in Waverly at the time, and I lived in Chillicothe, which is in Ohio, and that's maybe about like a half-hour drive. So I went and picked everybody up in my 2003 Ford Taurus. That was my second car. Yeah, that was my second car. The first one I had was a 1993 Honda Accord that I totaled one day coming home from work. Um, so there's that. So I went and picked everybody up, and we did not know what we were going to be doing that day. So I was like, you know what would be really fun if
here it comes. Here it comes.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
no.
That is the start to any good story. You know what'd be really fun?
It'd be really fun. I don't know. It gets real sick of me. You know what? I had this idea. He's like, oh, Lucy, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I was like, it'd be really fun if we went to this place called Elizabeth's Grave, which was on the outskirts of Chillicothe.
You are getting shade from a certain person in the chat right now because this one
Is
right
it
here.
Nathan?
Yes.
It is. Of course it is. The type of car is important. Yeah, it is. It is very important.
Look
It is
at
very.
my apple. My apple showed up.
No, no.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So I picked everybody up, and then on the way there, I was like, we should go to Elizabeth's grave. I've only been there maybe once, and that was with my sister.
Mhm.
I didn't know much about it. I was relatively young. So I was like, I don't remember where it's at because I was little. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give my cousin a call. So I called my cousin Jess, who lived in Tennessee at the time, and she's like, oh yeah, it's over on this road. It's a dirt road. Like you just turn down this one road and then turn down the other, and you'll go past a cornfield. And I said, hold up.
Children. There's children in that cord. Like,
Yeah,
no.
exactly. I don't want to
No.
mess with them. I don't want to mess with them. She's like, no, it's fine. It's only on one side. And I said, that makes it worse. So she gives me directions, and luckily, like I knew relative where it was. So I was on the right road, but I had to turn off another road. So she gave me directions, and she's like, it's right before like baseball fields or something. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just took a guess pretty much and turned
Mhm.
down this dirt road. And I was like, I don't think this is where it's at. So we're following this road. It's daytime, by the way. So we're following this road, and like it's like a straight road, and then it branches off to the left and to the right. And I
Okay.
was like, so I just turned to the left, and lo and behold, that was the right way. So I burped, excuse me. um, so like we're driving down this old dirt road, like has not been fixed in I don't know how long. Potholes everywhere, gravel. I am surprised my car did not break down on the way there. So
You're doing this while you're walking around.
yeah, the whole time we're going like this and like a Taurus, praying to the gods it's not going to fall apart on the way there.
You're like, my CV joint boot is going. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Yeah.
There goes the suspension.
So like it is by a cornfield. There's the cornfield to the right of us, and then like woods to the left. And I was like, well, this is it. This is how we're gonna die. Somebody's gonna pop out of the woods and kill us all. I'm sorry, people. So we get to the end, and it's like a big cul-de-sac around it. And I pull in, and then I go around it, and I park to the like in front of the actual cemetery. And I was like, okay, we're here. So everybody gets out of the car, and we're looking and like being very careful because we don't want to disturb anybody or anything for that matter. Bless you. So like
I muted so I didn't like offend.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you.
So we're looking around, and at first I don't notice anything because I'm not that in tune with those types of things. Yeah. But Nathan, on the other hand,
lucky.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Live vicariously through you.
So Nathan, on the other hand, is like, whoa. Like there definitely is something here. And I was like, well, good for them. They can stay here. Like and like Ricky, he was relatively calm to begin with, and Autumn was like, I'm just here for the ride. Like, what's going on? She was younger at the time. I don't remember how old. So we go there, we look around, we eventually find her gravesite, which is in it's very nice, as Nathan said. It was very nice. We go to like the back left-hand part of the cemetery, and that's supposedly where she was buried. And throughout the years, it's really sad that people have destroyed her gravestone. Like they've demolished it, like it's in chunks and pieces. It's horrifying, is what it is.
That's so disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful. I don't understand how people can do that. Like I personally never would, because my mom had raised me right. Like, yeah. So we go back there and we look at it, and we're like, well, I'm pretty sure that's it. And so that was the beginning of that day. So we leave and the road's just as awful going out as coming in. We go exactly. It's just bumps everywhere. Like I'm pretty sure we had whiplash for like the next 2 days afterwards. No, but we leave, and then we go search some other like haunted locations in our old town. One of them was the Majestic Theater, which is in like central Chillicothe. We didn't go in, but that used to be, I want to say it was like a tuberculosis
ward, like
I think so, yeah.
Old and TV ward.
Yeah, I think. I'm almost positive that's what it was. And to like the right side of that is where they would stack the dead bodies, and its nickname was, I think it was the Red Alley, because of all the blood and all that. We didn't go inside.
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't go inside, thank God, because it was closed at the time. So we go there, and then we drive around, and we look for Crybaby Tunnel, which I'm almost positive every city in the world has a Crybaby Tunnel. Like this one is very dangerous because it's the tunnel, and then right after the tunnel is a very sharp right-hand turn. Or no, it was a left turn. It was a left turn. And you can't see anybody coming from that way because it's so sharp. Well, supposedly, yeah, with that tunnel, a lady, I think, threw her baby off of it and it died. And then she hung herself, I think, in the tunnel. And at night, you're supposed to drive through the tunnel, turn off your lights, which is not a good idea, especially in the middle of a one-way tunnel. And
Oh
you're
my
supposed
gosh.
to hear both her and the baby crying. We didn't stay there whenever it was nighttime, so we went back to Elizabeth's grave. Well, after we got done with there, we spent some time in Chillicothe shopping, all that fun stuff. And then once it got nighttime, we went back to Elizabeth's grave.
Mhm.
So as we were going there during like the nighttime, it got scarier because obviously it was the nighttime.
Because now you're doing this or whatever, and you've got forest to your left and cornfield on your right. Ugh.
Yeah, and it's even scarier because it's the nighttime. You don't know what's going to come out of either one of those places.
I know. I've seen the movies. I
know.
Exactly. Like, I know. I don't know if I'm getting children of the corn or signs. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, you don't know. I don't mess with aliens. Those things scare the crap out of me.
For sure. Sure. I know.
Yeah. Again, that poor car. Exactly.
I know.
Yeah. It was bad. Like I'm very surprised that it stayed with it as much as it did. So we get there again and we turn around, and this time we all get out of the car, and I don't know what was going on, but Nathan was like, "There's something here again." Like something's here. And I was like, okay, cool. That's nice. Tell it we're nice. We don't mean it no harm or anything. Like, I don't want anything to be attached to me. So,
yeah.
So like this is bad, but Nathan and Autumn go off to one side of the cemetery and me and Ricky go up. We split up.
They left you?
No, we were just like, hey, we're going to go this way. And me and Ricky's going to go this way. Bad horror movie trope right there. Do not split up ever. Safety in numbers. So we're like, okay. So we start walking. Me and Ricky start walking to the left to go back towards her grave site. And Nathan and Autumn go to the right. We didn't get that far apart from each other. And Nathan's like, did y'all hear that? And me and Ricky stop when we're like listening. And we're like, no, what?
Like, yeah,
somebody's hitting rocks together. Like somebody's hitting rocks. Like either it's rock on rock or it's like rock against a tree. Nathan was Teresa. He just needed the long ducktail nails. Yeah, we were chicken.
He is like,
so like once Nathan started hearing that, we're like, okay, chicken. I want to go. Like, we're like, me and Ricky's like, okay, we're going back to the car. I'm done. Bye. Nathan's like, no, we have to stay. And I was like, we don't have to do anything.
I can just hear his little voice. But you guys, we need to stay. Like he's all sweet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he was like, you personally know him. It's like you were there.
It's okay.
So like we're listening and it starts to get louder.
Oh no.
Funny thing is, it's not coming from her part of the cemetery. It's coming from the right side. And like, it's just getting louder and like more repetitive and it's just going faster. And all of us are like, okay, there's somebody obviously out here trying to scare us away, whatever. And then I think it stops. And like, we're sitting there in silence for a minute and we're like, okay. So we all get back together. And
wait a minute, is this Sasquatch?
It could have been.
He hits things together. I mean,
I never thought of that. It could have been.
It was also believed to be an alien. So the cornfield and the forest. I mean,
right. We had run-ins with the Sasquatch, aliens, and a ghost all in one night.
Whatever.
Yeah. So we get back together and we start walking towards the sound. And Nathan's like, okay, it's starting back up again. Like you can kind of hear it. And like we're listening and you can indeed hear it. And we're like, okay, cool. So we
Were you like, okay, cool? Mark, look at me. Were you like, okay, cool?
No. No, not at all. We're like, we could leave now, right? Like we've had our scare. It's fine.
You're like, Nathan, stop talking.
Yeah, quit enticing them. It's not cool. So we stand there for a little bit in silence in the middle of the night, and we're like, okay, we've had our fun. We can go. And Nathan's like, let's go back to check a grave. And I'm like, would you stop? There is nothing. Yeah, I did want to leave. There was nothing we could do for this. Like, we need to leave. And Nathan's like, no, we're going to go back and visit her and make sure she's okay, make sure she's happy. And I'm like, you do that. So it's true. We were all hanging on him. Like, Nate, thank you, Draven. No. Nathan's in the center, Autumn's on one side, Ricky's on one side, and I'm clutching onto Nathan's shoulder as all four of us are moving very slowly back to the left side of the cemetery. And we're like, okay, Nathan, what's she saying? And he's like, I don't know. Like, what do you expect me to do? So, like, we get back there.
I wish I was there.
Yeah. We get back there, and her headstone was moved from the last time we were there. Like, it was visibly moved. It's true. It's true. Nathan was our shield.
I'm not gonna make it through. I can't even breathe. I'm laughing so hard.
Nathan was our shield.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I put concealer on.
He's like, I need you guys to get off of me so I can like feel what's going on. And we're like, no, you don't understand. So all of us are gripping onto him, and like we're slowly moving back there because there's 4 people huddled around Nathan trying to get back there. So we finally get back there, and her gravestone was moved again.
What?
Like the chunks of it were like around her
like her gravesite.
Her actual gravesite, yeah. Like the top of it was people have desecrated it. The top of it was broken off, and somebody restacked it trying to be, sincere or courteous or whatever. That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea.
That's a very good idea.
That's a good idea. Well, there is a little something in here.
Nice.
FYI, it is Friday.
Water.
It's all Friday. Yeah. Well, see, you don't.
Stop inspiring me. No, continue, please.
Please. I sign up.
Yeah, exactly. So we get back there, and like stuff has been moved, and I'm like, I don't think we should touch anything. Like, I don't want to, And Nathan's like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we start heading back to, my car, and the clacking starts again. Like the rock on rock and rock on trees start again, and by this time, I take off into a sprint and just leave everybody pretty much. Ricky's following behind me, and Nathan is just in there like la-di-da-di-da-di-da, wandering through like a field of poppies or something.
Typical cancer. Exactly. Typical cancer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did run. I'm not going to lie. I ran as fast as I could back to my little 2003 Ford Taurus. Like that was going to do something. So we all get back to my car, and we all pile in. And yeah, we did leave you. They were fine with you, Nathan. So we all pile back into my car. I'm in the front driver's seat. Ricky's beside me, and Nathan and Autumn are in the back seat. Autumn was behind me, and Nathan was behind Ricky. And like as I start my car, I felt my entire car shake, like somebody put their hands on like the side of it and pushed it, and like the entire car rocked. I don't know if Nathan felt that, or Autumn, or Ricky.
Oh my gosh.
My car, and I was like, no. If they could shake a car, imagine what they could do with our tiny little frail bodies. So I hit the gas and I floored out of there.
So you're going like this?
Yeah, the whole time I was like, yeah,
like really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was intense. So we finally
no.
make it out of there, and like, of course, you didn't say anything, Nathan. Anyways, typical cancer.
I feel like we should bring Nathan in. Like Nathan.
Yeah, he can
Nathan, you want
totally
to come in
back
here?
this all
You
up.
want to come in here? I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Hey,
Serious.
what?
Is he coming in? I'll send him a link anyhow.
I did.
Keep going.
leave a dust trail. I said bye. Gone. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm there. Of course, it has the worst like picture of my face right now. Ugh. Find this little stinking Nathan. I will send him a link. Little crab. Okay. All right. I'm back.
Okay.
Next time I'll smile before I, I'll be like this. And then I'll go off. Okay, I'm continuing. He'll come on if he does.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Whatever. Apparently he's got lots to say.
Yeah. So, like, I take out of there and I do leave a dust trail behind me because I don't want to stick around to see what or who that was. Like, I was scared. I was scared. Yeah. And yeah.
You don't mess with that stuff. I mean,
no. Nope.
Nope. This is something that I've talked about with other people where they feel like it has to be a structure in order to be haunted. And I'm like, what? No, it can be open field. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it don't need to be no structure.
Exactly.
Here he is.
Girl, the details you left out, but then again, you weren't there for all of them.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay. So, how I remember this day going, is, first of all, during the day when we went to the grave the first time, it was just Mark and I in the back side of the grave where Elizabeth's headstone was originally.
Mm-hmm.
I heard footsteps like through the leaves, and I was like, is that a deer or a person? And Mark was like, I don't want to find out. Let's go.
I'm the smart one of the group. I'm like, if I hear noises, I'm gone.
So we left, and then when we came back, so there was like a group of kids that were like playing hide and seek. That's where Autumn and I went. Well, you don't remember it because
you were running. They
were dead kids.
Oh, okay. So there was a reason for you to run.
Exactly. I don't want to play no hide and seek.
So that's why Autumn and I went to the other side of the graveyard or cemetery, and you and Ricky stayed on the other side. The clacking, before we all piled into the car, somebody said, well, maybe they don't want us here. And I was like, well, let's
Was
just
that
ask.
me?
It was either you, it was you, or it was probably you or Ricky.
It was me.
And they said, well, maybe they just don't want us here. Maybe they want us to leave. So I was like, well, let's just ask them. You guys were literally hanging on to me. And I
told you, we were like,
something comes after us. What do you want me to do? They're like, what is she saying? What, bitch, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. And they're like, no, let's just go. And I'm like, now what if this is a living this is how I got them to stay with me, y'all. I'm evil. I said,
yeah, you are.
What if it's a living person and they were like hiking or something and they like broke their ankle and like smashed their jaw on something and they can't holler for help? We should
help. Very vivid.
That is very
that's very vivid. And I think that you're watching just a little bit too much of the Alaska channel. You should turn it off.
Yeah. Shut that shit down.
Anyway, they got scared and they were like, maybe it just doesn't want us here. So I said, do you want us to leave? And the clacking at first was like almost rhythmic when we first started hearing it. And to me, the best way I can describe the sound is if there's a really big rock on the ground and you have a rock that's about head size big and you're slamming it.
Oh, crap.
And like it was just so loud and rhythmic.
Do you think that was part of the headstone? You know, you said that there was those chunks that were around. Do you think that that could have been what it was? Like maybe it was the ghost doing, you know, using the only tool they had, you know?
That is true. Maybe.
Yeah.
But like the whole situation kind of like,
look at Draven's comment. Ooh.
Morse code. Yeah, totally.
Ooh.
I mean, at first, I don't think it was Morse code though, because it was just, it literally
was
sounded
slow
like,
clap, slow clap.
It literally sounded like somebody had a rock, slammed it, and then they took the time to bend over, pick it up, and slam it again. And bend over, pick it up, slam it again.
So maybe it was some woodsy CrossFit, is what you're telling me?
Maybe,
like
I don't know. But for me,
they were doing burpees.
Listen, this is my situation as a sensitive, okay? This is my situation as a sensitive who didn't even like fully consider himself or even know anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got dead kids who are like popping in and out of trees thinking they're funny because they're basically having fun with you. You know,
that's where I draw the line. Dead, scary children. No, thank you.
And then on top of that, I've got my sister, Mark, and his boyfriend all hanging on me. And I'm just like thinking this sound is the coolest thing ever. And I just want to find out what the hell it is. So when somebody said, well, maybe they just don't want us here, I was like, okay, well, let's just ask then. Totally not expecting an answer back. So I asked, do you want us to leave? And that's when the rhythmic clapping, it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, okay, we're gone. And that's when everybody ran to the car, left my happy ass out in the cemetery.
Exactly. Your words, happy ass. You were more than welcome out there. They were like, you can see us. It's fine. Like,
I was like, I am not running across this cemetery because I know I'm going to trip over something and then I really will die and I'll be stuck here forever. Like, I've seen that show. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm walking. No. So I walk to the car and everybody gets in the car. And Mark, at first, your car didn't want to start. Do you remember that? So Mark starts freaking out. He's like, start my car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was such an accurate depiction of what happened.
Scared. I said, it's because you're scared. Calm down. It'll start. Girl, it started and then it like, I don't know. It felt like somebody either pushed it, like it was on, I feel like it was on my side because I feel like I went up a bit.
It was. Like it was, like I said, I don't remember if you were sitting behind your Autumn, but it felt like it like somebody put their hands on the car and shoved as hard as they could and it moved. Like it was a physical movement of the car.
And there was one thing that I had learned early on, and that's the shield. And I just sat there quiet as hell because I was like, oh no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say a damn thing. And I was like shielding that car down. I was like, but I'll tell you what, on our way out, I'm pretty sure that car scraped the road on some of those potholes.
Yeah, it probably did.
So how is that car?
I don't have it anymore.
Thank goodness.
It was in Ohio, Draven. It was in Ohio.
Man, man alive, that was a story.
Elizabeth's grave in Ohio. Chillicothe, Ohio.
Dude, okay, this is probably up there with my favorite one. I mean, Little Cosmic Crow with that doll freaked me the hell out. That was like, what? And because my kids had friends with those like anime dolls. There was a special type of Japanese doll, and I can't remember what it was called. Ridley! Is Ridley over there? Hey, Bear. Ridley knows the answer to this question.
Nathan was walking through the cemetery, making my way downtown. No.
No, there was nothing like that. And Noah, I don't remember what type of crystal this is, but it's green.
Jade? Aventurine?
It might be adventuring, but there's a tree woven on the front of it. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a
I
tree.
can see that tree. I see that tree. I do.
It's cute.
Oh.
But yeah, I didn't mean
I
to
don't know
steal
where
your
my kid is.
part, but oh my gosh.
No, you're fine. Like somebody
Okay.
commented earlier and said I did block out traumatic experiences, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Oh
Probably.
my God. Oh my God. Well, geez, that is wow. That's pretty wow. That I've had some similar to that, but it's like, it was stupid stuff. I was 19. I was 19. It was stupid stuff, and it was out in between Ventura and Santa Maria, and that was horrible. Babe, you know those Japanese dolls that have the jointed dolls? Aurora had one of these. What are they called? Ball jointed dolls. Ball jointed dolls. That it? That's all? It was a special thing. I mean, I thought there was some specific name. It's a ball jointed doll, but they're like Japanese anime-ish, right? I think they're from Korea.
Yeah, they're not typically. They're not.
Draven, can I ask where you're from? I'm just curious.
Wait, what?
Draven said he's 2 hours away from Chillicothe. I'm just curious where he is.
Oh, okay.
I had them as a kid. They're not. You're traditional.
I'm gonna hop out though because I gotta go get food, but I'm gonna keep the live up. So
Okay.
Go hop.
Thank
Go
you,
hop.
Nathan.
thank you.
Thank you, Nathan, for your details.
Yeah, thank
that
you.
Mark was
That I
missing.
blocked out.
Nathan had to hop in because Mark wasn't telling the story.
Obviously.
It was funny. So, okay, go with the doll.
Right. So traditionally, they're not supposed to be anime inspired. I had one as a kid when my aunt from China
Can you hear this?
mailed it to me.
A little bit.
There you go.
Took up the yank. Anyway, so
This is Rhythm.
hi.
This
Hi.
is Rhythm. That's a Marky.
Hi.
Marky. So my aunt, who lives in China, often travels from China. Whatever. She gifted one to me through the mail when I was a kid, and they're not technically they're not supposed to be anime inspired. It's a very traditional thing.
That was probably not bad. I
yeah.
just assumed because they were all anime-ish.
Yeah, they look like they're not inspired by anime, but traditionally they're just supposed to be like ball-jointed dolls. Just,
Some are very beautiful.
unless you're talking
but
about the modernized ones that are so traditional, then those can be anime inspired. More so the modernized ones that were still made for younger generations.
Okay.
I had an old set.
Okay. And Aurora had like a really expensive one, I remember. Oh, Logan. Okay. Logan had like a really expensive one. Yeah, really expensive. I know you wanted one, and I was like, no.
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 Well, you don't like them, but
I got it.
but Logan had a big collection, and it was big with different eyes, and save up everything. We were at school on occasion, but it was really, really, and I think it's still.
My hair dried.
Keep it. It looks great.
It looks great. It looks great.
Half of it's supposed to be black.
Mm.
It's just lost in there somewhere.
Lost in there somewhere. Okay. Well, thank you, both of you, with your fluff. Look at it, both of them.
This is
Boys
great,
with their
though.
fluff.
Keep it. I love it.
All right. Dinner almost ready?
I think so.
All right. Well, I gotta go.
Hmm.
I gotta go.
Don't spell word on her. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It's very interesting.
He is. He is. I know. I got you. You're so funny. I like having young people in the house again.
Right, yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. I don't
Yeah,
feel like
it's perfect.
sometimes I feel real old, and sometimes I'm like, maybe they can school me on some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Tell me just a little bit about your shop, because you have a shop. So
do you want to
please
see
talk to me
something
about
I
the
just
shop.
finished?
I would like to see some stuff. So while we have you on here, I would like to give the people some information. I know I put the link in the chat. I'll do it again. Go ahead and you show me your stuff.
Okay, I'll be right back. I have to run and get it.
Okay, this is a good time for me to talk about who's coming on tomorrow. I got peoples. I've got Patricia. on tomorrow. Miss Trish, Beanbag Hagwag, is going to be on tomorrow. I think we might have to adjust the time just a little bit because I have her at 10 a.m., but I'm supposed to be at a brunch at 10 a.m. So I don't know. I might be doing that from my car. It might happen. Who knows? Who knows? And then the next day we have Fluff Buddy. If you guys don't remember Fluff Buddy, Miss Dorothy is coming on at 2 p.m. on Sunday. So that's exciting. And then Carol Chambers, super excited about that one. That is Monday. Continue, Mark. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready for you.
My shop is called goatfishemporium.com. She did put it in there. Thank you so much. And I make resin crafts. What did I do with my set that I was gonna unmold? Oh, there it is.
It's in the cornfield. It's in the cornfield, Mark.
Don't do that to me. It's bringing back bad memories.
I had an experience at a cornfield. I'm like, get me out of here.
Exactly. You understand my trauma.
Yep.
So I recently unmolded a set of dominoes that I make.
Ooh.
This is one of them. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
It's black on the background. Oh, that's a really bad picture. Come on, focus. It's not
Does
focused.
it have like red? I see like red speckles.
Yeah, it is a red flower in there with a little bit of red sparkle. This one you can see better. It's clear with a silver background and a white flower.
I see it.
Those I haven't got on my shop page just yet, but I will get to them. I have a mold for a crystal.
Ooh,
this one I messed up because you can't tell, but that big chunk right there in the center, that's supposed to be flowers, and they were supposed to be throughout the whole thing, but it's a work in progress. It didn't recognize you got a bottle in my hand.
Julie B. Julie B. Coming. Man, you think I'll leave you alone tonight? You were
Mercury, damn you.
Let the man live.
Exactly. I have molds for spirit boards. It's
nice.
A little teeny tiny one. I haven't painted the other stuff in there, but it is a tiny one.
What do you use for a blanchette on that thing? Is there a mold for that too?
There is.
So cute.
I have actually a couple different ones. I have the little ones, little teeny tiny ones.
Oh, I love it.
I have actual size ones.
I love it. Those are beautiful.
Thank you. That one says goodbye. It has a moon on it, and it says yes and no. And then I have branched out from other witchy stuff. I can make dog tags.
Nice.
Can make that size. And
I need one for Luna. Absolutely.
I have like big ones like this, and I have little small ones, and then I have circular ones, and little big circle ones and little circle ones. And my partner in crime is telling me that Raven's gonna be on the next drunken divinations with us. That's
right. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I am down to drink.
We don't know what we're doing either. So
okay.
It's fine.
All right. Yeah. I'm willing. I'm a willing participant.
Exactly.
I offer myself as tribute.
I can also, this is a set that I called my friend Brianna. She was on Drunken Divinations with us. I called her and I had her pick out 3 different things. The first one was the collar. The second one was the powder, like the shimmer powder that you put inside of it. And then the third one was the type of glitter. This is how it came out. They're not registering so good on it on the camera, but it's blue with a little bit of
sparkles.
I know, right? Isn't it pretty? I told her, I was like, it looks like a galaxy, and I love it.
I love it so much.
I love it.
That's really pretty.
Thank you. I have a full set. I've already unmolded some of them here in the middle. But
it's runes, right?
Yeah, they're runes.
Yeah. Awesome.
My cat is playing with
Do you do like custom orders? Can I say, hey, I want black with red sparkles with a with some
Absolutely.
gold shim.
Everything I can do is completely custom, or you can just message me or email me and be like, I don't care, surprise me. And I'm like, I can do that. I love surprises. Surprises are fun.
I love it. I love it. Ooh,
And
Noah's like, ooh, the sparkles of those runes under the candlelight. First, oh, is that an
right?
incense burner? Oh,
It is.
I was like,
It is an instant holder. It's black with gold and just gold, black and gold.
I love it.
Socrates, will you stop it?
Yeah, Socrates.
The instant goes
Really?
in here, obviously, and then it sticks out so it drops.
Love.
And then I do have one more thing. This one is my favorite. It's a light bulb, but when you tap it, it turns on. Look
How do
how
you
pretty
do
that
that
is.
magic you do?
What?
Look at that. Use a witchcraft. Live.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah.
That's so incredible. Check out the website because Goatfish Emporium. I was like, what is it? Merman gone wild?
Merman,
What is this?
Burfish, something.
Merfish was something, and he's like goatfish, and because he's a
Goatfish.
Capricorn. Hello, he's a cap. It is a very pretty website, I have to say. So I'm like, well done, my friend.
I also can make resin athames, which I just sold a set of 3 to my friend Brianna. I don't have pictures of those, unfortunately, because I sold them. So there's that.
Oh my gosh. Did you see that I sent you a message? I screenshotted you because I had said that sometimes I use a butter knife to do my nail. And because that way I can turn around and stab a bitch. I got in trouble with Facebook. I got in trouble. I got like 3 emails and a thing, and they're like, we might put you in jail. And I was like, what did I do? And then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that was probably bad of me.
Yeah,
I
but it's
probably
fine.
shouldn't have said it, but I was trying to make a point to like Mr. Naysayer. I was
Yeah.
like,
What is that about?
wow. I was like, wow.
Exactly. Yeah, somebody broke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I know. Somebody peed in those Cheerios and then crunched them. Sad.
Would you stop it, Socrates?
Yeah, Socrates.
Quit. Thank you.
Well, thank you, my love, for coming on and telling me your very entertaining tale.
Thank you.
If y'all didn't know, I announced that we're going to be doing a contest. So you can either email me at ravenflowerwest@gmail.com, or you can send me an actual letter of your ghost story, and we are going to pick by the 31st. Send me those things. And let's see, what is my address? My P.O. Box is 115 2nd Street, Suite 1641, Langley, Washington, 98260. I will put information there, and I will actually do a whole little shebang on it and talk about stuff, but I'm giving away some stuff. And Bear and the rest of the household we're going to pick our top 5, and then we're going to read them by campfire.
Ooh.
Live. And then we're going to let the people vote in the comments is what's going to happen. And so then we're going to have first, second, and third prize winners. And what are the prizes? A beautiful black obsidian sphere, about this big, with a stand. We also have the jack-o'-lantern tarot. And then we have a gorgeous pentagram altar cloth in a rectangle. It's lovely. So there are things. So please come on in. You need to be a subscriber. Tell a friend. Tell them to just go to subscribe for like 10 minutes, whatever. I don't care. I don't really care.
Just 10 minutes.
Just do it. Just do it. It doesn't mean anything. It's free for you. It's actually free for me. I get nothing. Right. But I want to give something to the community because this is a whole lot of fun, and it's spooky season. So yay.
Spooky season.
Spooky season. Yay. I love it. Well, thank you, my love. I'm smelling spaghetti and garlic bread right now, and this fat girl is like, oh.
Gotta go.
I gotta go. Oh, somebody said
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on, and I'd love to have you again.
Absolutely.
Apparently, I'll see you next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
With drink in hand.
More intoxicated.
What are you drinking? I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to drink. Maybe it's just going to be wine with some shots, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I don't either. I
No.
haven't thought about that far ahead yet.
No, it's like, oh, geez. All right. I'm gonna prepare my liver now.
Exactly.
I hope I'm not doing anything the next day. Oh, yes, I am. A ghost story.
Oh, well.
I would be like this. Oh, hello.
Go ahead, continue, please.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Thank you
All
again,
right.
Marky. I love your
You're
face.
very welcome. I love you so much. Bye.
Bye, sweetheart. Bye, everybody.
Bye.